If you're able to avoid the gravitational pull of Spaceship Earth at Rope Drop in Epcot, you might be a Disney World geek and ready for episode 19 of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. And welcome to episode 19 of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your host, Curtis Stone. I'm here with my favorite daughter, smartest, geekiest, and welcome back, Lindsay, co-host of the podcast.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello, Lindsay. So glad to have you back and feeling a little bit better.
A little bit, just a little bit loopy, but we're okay.
I know. Little shoulder injury and pain that is being medicated.
Yes.
And you're feeling a little better, so I'm so glad to have you back.
I am very happy to be talking about Disney again. It makes me feel a lot better.
It makes us happy.
Yes.
It always makes us happy. I hope it makes you guys happy. And let me tell you what we're going to go through. Oh, just to talk about that little intro. That intro was a little bit stolen from my friends over at the resortloop.com podcast. They mentioned that little saying in their podcast. I really like that podcast, Bob and Tim. That's a little shout out to you guys. So hope you apologize for borrowing that, but I really like that. But that's a little tip there when you're going into Epcot.
Don't get pulled in by Spaceship Earth. Everyone goes there first thing in the morning because it's the first thing you see.
And the line grows.
Yes.
It's atrociously long.
And unfortunately now you need a fast pass to go on it because they added a fast pass queue and it destroyed the walk-on for that. So
yeah, you used to just bypass it, and then when you're walking out later on, there'd be no line.
Yes, but that's not the case anymore.
Maybe that's one of those things with the fast pass. Well, that's some of the things we're going to go through today. So we've been talking about our last trip, Lindsay, the 25th wedding anniversary trip this past June, and we've gone through several things, and I've got some more things. We're going to do our Mama Says.
Oh, my favorite
segment. We'll do that. I put a question out onto the Facebook page asking some of our community if they had some ideas for the podcast. And I'm going to try to get all this in for this show.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but one came from Sean Woosley, and he asked to talk about good places to take a nap at Disney World. I'm not sure why he asked that, but I know exactly what he means. At least I think I do. And Heather Brainerd asked that we would take a look at the Memory Maker and do a review, which I had already on my notes to do.
Yes, we are looking forward to talking about that one.
We'll do that. We're going to take a review of the Fast Pass Plus and Magic Bands and our experience from that this past trip.
Because we have a lot.
I got a couple general things to talk about from the trip, but I also want to go into what didn't go so well and what did go well on the last trip.
More went well than didn't go well.
It sure did.
We're
so
good.
We are always positive on our trips. And it's funny how you forget I'm calling them negative. I mean, they weren't even that negative.
They weren't. They are negative.
You had
Call them what they are, but
you had a couple that really, I think, or at least I know one that really aggravated you.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get into that. Let's get into it, Lindsay. So Mama Says, this is our segment. Mama is my
mommy.
Your mommy. And she's always watching out what's going on out there in Disney World. And I got a couple things. Well, I did a Facebook. We talked about this on my last show. And I did a Facebook page of that, our Disney side bumper sticker that we got through the mail. And I just wanted to make sure, I got some comments out there on the Facebook, a lot of comments on the Facebook page. And I just want everyone to know that you can get your own by going to buildyourdisneyside.com. And you can customize that bumper sticker and get it's a cute little caricature.
I didn't see this.
You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, boy, you've really been out of it.
I have been for like 3 weeks.
We totally got to show that to you. That's hysterical. I posted a picture.
This is not typical of me. I've been seriously out of it. I haven't even been on my computer a lot lately. That's how out of it I've been.
But that led us to, Mom said also, that don't forget they have this cool place to go out on a website to get customized park maps.
Oh, yeah. We have a bunch of them because I ordered them myself.
They're really. Did you get them recently?
No, I got them for our last March trip.
Okay.
but they're really neat.
They're really nice.
They have your name on them and everything, and
you can pick
beautiful.
the attractions that you want highlighted
Yep.
on them.
Mm-hmm.
And that website is customizedmaps.disney.go.com.
And if I'm not mistaken, they're free.
They are free. Both those options, both those things are free.
Those maps are super cool. They take a long time to get there, and I would not advise taking them with you because they're
really nice.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it. It's so much fun to get them in the mail because they come in all that Disney packaging.
Exactly. So a couple cool tips there. And also, I think, Lindsay, you had one that, Mom, you were just telling me.
Yeah, it's just a
that I
fun
didn't
little
hear.
fact about Disney's American Adventure in Epcot. As most people know who've been on that ride, you have to go up like 2 flights of stairs to actually get to the theater where the show takes place. And the reason that is because all the animatronics that they have that come up on the stage actually cycle underneath the audience during the show. So you get one scene of animatronics, they go down, and they come towards you underneath the stage while the next one comes away from you and goes up on stage. So I thought that was really cool because I had no idea that was happening because that theater is so quiet during the show. So
I love those TV shows that do the behind the scenes
yeah.
of Walt Disney World, but I've never seen that or heard that.
No, I hadn't heard that before, so I thought a lot of people would be interested in that because I thought it was really cool.
All right. Excellent. Mama says. There you go. And the next thing I wanted to talk about was, again, a couple of the things that I like putting out there on the Facebook page. Hey, what do you guys want to hear? And always let us know if there's tips or topics you want us to cover. Give us a shout out and we will try our best. Now, there were some out there. This was one from Sean Woosley, and he asked about places to take a nap. And
this is a funny topic for our family because we get tired in the parks. We do the parks really hard, but we get tired, and I'm sure everyone does. And then there's certain attractions.
Now, that's right.
that just knock you out.
And it's like you're midway through, and you have this state of mind too, and this just like you can't keep your head just starts bobbing.
Oh,
you cannot keep your eyelids open, and you go into this hypnotic state, and you drool down this
for however long the show is.
That's the type of nap we're talking about.
Well, it varies. So why don't we start with number 5?
Well, first of all, though, we wanted to say a couple of things that are not on the list.
Oh yeah, of course. Do you want to go over that list?
Let's talk about that. There's just a couple, just to get this.
All right, number 1
kicked off
would have to be Carousel of Progress. You do not sleep in the Carousel of Progress. I don't care who you are. That's such a classic Disney ride. You don't sleep on Carousel of Progress.
I'm in total agreement with you. I love it because it is classic. It is Walt Disney. It is a dark, slow ride.
It is, and it's got a lot of the same characteristics of the other ones that you do take a nap in. but
it is one of our favorites, so we're not going to tell you that is one of the ones to take a nap in. So stay awake there.
And similarly, same thing goes for the Country Bears. You don't take a nap in the Country Bears. It's hilarious. You got to pay attention.
Get into a real silly mood.
Yes.
Listen very careful to the lyrics.
It is not a sit down and go to sleep show. It's
clap and sing along,
laugh,
have insanely amount of fun there.
I think we have one more on that list.
Well, we were saying, you can fall asleep in the China and Canada movie, Lindsay, if you want to. If you can sleep standing up.
Yes, that is the only caveat there. You have to stand in the China and the
or you might
Canada
have to.
Movie.
I think it's in the Canada one especially. No, it's maybe also in the China movie. If you get motion sickness, a little nauseous from
look at the floor.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, it's not going to affect you unlike Mission Space. No.
Yeah. But Mom, who gets motion sickness probably better than anybody. Yes, I think she actually does that. She closes her eyes through some of that, but she's not sleeping.
All right. Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on this list, and the fifth one on my list.
And this is from okay to sleep to like the most maximum sleeping, right?
Yeah. So take a little nap at these places if you must, so you can keep up your commando touring of the parks. All right. Well, I put resort or pool.
Well, that's just because that's a given.
Well, I put that for a nap because I think it's quite popular, especially in the summer. It's a good strategy to take advantage of the early morning hours, magical hours.
Yes.
And then it's going to get hot. I mean, like hot, like
I know.
like unbearably hot at noontime. And it might be a good idea to go back to the room and take a little nap on your bed or couch or by the poolside.
Yeah, some people like to be out in the hot even when it's like the middle of the day like that. So that's like those are the pool people, like my dad or someone, or like my brother. But I'm the kind of person who likes to go back and just lay on my bed in the resort, the nice bed, and just take a little nap.
Only problem with that tip in warning is that you may not get up to make it out back to the parks again.
Be careful, set lots of alarms.
Yeah. You got to re-energize yourself to get rocking and rolling to go back out to the parks.
All right, number 4.
Number 4, this one is kind of from our last trip, totally off of our last trip, and we talked, I think, a little bit about this already. This is the friendship boat from Hollywood Studios to Epcot.
I know I caught a nap on our last trip.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and you were laughing at me because my head was going
off. You did.
bobbing up and down.
Sitting up straight, your head was bobbing?
Yeah, really bad. Like, really, really bad.
We were there past noon, I know, over at Hollywood Studios.
I know. And I was exhausted.
Took
And you want to go to Epcot, though. Like, you want to go so bad, but your body is just like, nope.
I think I leaned against the glass and tried to catch a couple Z's.
Oh, yeah.
The funny story was the one we told about Mom. She got into that hypnotic state.
And Ben's trying to talk to her.
Ben's like, what was the question?
I don't even know.
I think it was, have we ever stayed at the beach club, I think? Because they were going by the beach club.
I don't know, just put it on my card.
She said, I don't know, just put it on my card. I'm like, what?
Okay.
So, yes, we love that story. Mama, that was a Mama Says.
Yes.
A goofy one. All right, number 3. Hall of Presidents.
Yes.
In Magic Kingdom.
Which I adore. I really do like the Hall of Presidents.
I do too.
But
I don't fall asleep all the time.
No, it's a nice theater. It's cold. It's nice and mellow. There's no like big explosives or anything happening. You know,
it could be in the middle part of your touring.
Yeah, don't feel bad if you fall asleep in the Hall of Presidents because it's got a wrap.
And I love American history. I love that part of American history, Revolutionary.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it covers many of the presidents, but anyways, in the little part before you get into the theater.
It's nice.
It
sets you up to go fall asleep though, because like you're like in that nice little room. It's almost air conditioned. Then you go sit down. Oh.
But we'll admit, if you do fall asleep,
it's okay.
We understand. And number 2 is again over Epcot, because that is where the Epcot Death March can occur.
Yes.
And you can get hot. It's a big park. And France movie.
And this one, it's because that beautiful, beautiful music. It's got such a wonderful soundtrack. We were just listening to it.
Oh, okay.
And it puts you to sleep. It's like a lullaby. And it's got, if you open your eyes slightly, it's like you're going through the French countryside. It's like they're trying to put you to sleep. Like that one's like intentional, I think.
It's one of the longer ones, I think.
Yeah.
We did see that.
It's like a 27 movie.
I don't think I fell asleep actually in the last.
I did.
You did?
No, I did.
The next one, the number 1 place to take a nap at Walt Disney World, without a doubt, and I certainly did this probably, but I tried to hang in there this time. I tried to hang in there. Which one is it, Lindsay? I'll let you call out the number 1.
It is the American Adventure, which we just talked about. As cool as the theater is, it puts you to bed. It does so bad.
It's so dark.
I think out of all the stage shows too, it's my least favorite. So that doesn't.
You don't feel guilty at all.
No, I don't.
No regrets.
Nope.
You went in because everyone else went in.
Yes, and I usually skip it and I'll go somewhere else.
We've already had a margarita.
Yeah.
And probably a beer. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Maybe
or
lunch.
You have a food baby sort of thing going on, and it's.
Yeah, full belly. It's halfway through the touring of Epcot.
And we know most people know the American history sort of thing, and it's like we're done with this. We're ready
again.
for it.
I love the patriotic part of it. Like I said, I tried to make it this last time.
But like you've been out of school for how long? And I like, it's hammered into these children's brains, and they're like, we're so sick of it. By that time, we just we'd rather enjoy the other countries than go do the American adventure, which we basically live every day.
There you go. All right, we're gonna move on. So there you have it. Our top 5 places to take a nap. And
you'll be in good company if you take a nap there.
Let's take. But again, we're just going to keep going on, and we're going to talk the one Heather Brainerd gave us. And again, this was on my list to talk about today anyway, and so it's perfect, and that someone wants to hear it. And it's
awesome.
The Memory Maker review. Lindsay, what is the Memory Maker?
Memory Maker it's a purchase before you go. You buy a package of photographs, which are taken by the professional photographers in the park. So any of the cast members that you see with a camera, and all of the rides with pictures on them.
Well, so we're going to get into why we love this. So we do love it.
Yes,
we're talking about a review of the Memory Maker. It used to be called PhotoPass.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the exact same thing.
Just several improvements on this.
Yes.
And you couldn't pre-purchase it, if I recall.
No, I don't think so. I think
before.
you took your pictures, so anyone could get the PhotoPass before, and then you took your pictures afterwards, or you bought the thing afterwards, and then you would just plug in your number from your card.
So let me go through the bullet points I have. First of all, it's easy to purchase.
Yes, it's just as simple as going onto the Disney World website and looking up Memory Maker, which has got a huge button for, and you just type in your information and you have the Memory Maker, and it's connected right to your My Disney Experience account.
Right, and I'll just add to that. So everyone on your trip that's part of your vacation group is going to be attached.
Yes,
with their magic bands.
We didn't realize that at first.
To this Memory Maker.
Yes, it was very convenient. So let's say that we were all together, we went to Magic Kingdom, and we took a picture in front of the castle. My dad would scan his wristband, and that picture would be on there. And let's say we split up during the day, and I went over and I rode Space Mountain.
Yep.
And it would be put onto my band.
Yeah. And we had pretty much 8 adults that were more than likely to split up. And I actually saw some pictures from Renata. She went off to some places on her own. She had some character pictures tied to our account. And that is really cool and convenient.
Yes.
And here, talking about convenience, there's lots of photographers in many cool spots and even out of the way spots.
Yes. Which was, I feel like either they have more photographers now, which I honestly feel like they are, or I'm just noticing them now more because we have the PhotoPass or the Memory Maker. Yep,
perfect observation.
Yeah.
You get great professional pictures with your whole group. I love the group pictures, and
me too.
It was always difficult for me. You know, it's kind of, you got to hand it off to somebody else, or else you don't get everybody in the picture. So it takes that whole pressure off. You just, you can have one of the Disney photo guys use your camera too.
Yeah, they do it no problem too.
But
like if you want your iPhone or something, just like quick, they'll do it for you.
I hardly don't care about that anymore now because I've already paid for these pictures.
I know.
I don't even need it on my camera. Well, here's the thing. So I get those nice professional pictures, and then there's me with my camera taking shots, all over the place. I just keep snapping shots and shots, and what's good about that is you always want to have your camera with you because you never know when something's going to appear that you want to get it.
Yeah,
a shot.
It's true.
So you want to have it ready all the time, and you're taking quick shots, so you want to have a good automatic camera to do those kinds of things. But then you rely on the Memory Maker to take those shots that are staged a little bit.
And I feel like you get more nice pictures just as a whole, because I know that every time I saw a photographer and I was with my dad, I was like, oh, stop, let's get a picture of me and you. And we ended up getting a lot of pictures of us like that, I know, which was
because we
fantastic.
had paid it ahead of time, too. I was let's just snap them. Let's just get them like crazy. So we ended up
And it doesn't take a lot of time at all, either.
And we ended up taking like about 150 pictures from our group. Now, we had 8 people in our group. And again, this includes the ride pictures. I'll talk a little bit about the ride pictures. I know we may have mentioned this before in other shows. But the first time we went, we got off the first day on Sunday. We got there, got off of Splash Mountain, if I recall, one of the rides that takes pictures. And you went over to where you normally go to get pictures, and you touched your Mickey band from your wristband to the Mickey.
You had to get your number.
Cashier.
And then...
Yeah, you had to have your number. Yeah. And then it was pretty much they would push a couple buttons, and then they would say, okay, you're all set. It's on your account.
Yes.
The very next day, we are over at Tower of Terror. We get off, and there's an older gentleman there waiting where you pay, and he says, do you have the Magic Maker? And I said, yes. And he says, the pictures are already in your account.
We're like, okay, that's creepy.
That's I don't believe you.
But that was like, okay, I understand, because there's only 2 ride vehicles going at any time with pictures. I was like, okay, so they could figure out, okay, you came off of this one, so everyone's on this one. But then we started doing other rides, like I would just say the mountains, where like it's just like individual cars,
right?
And it had our pictures from those too.
They know, so there's no walking up with your camera to the screens up on the wall and snapping a photo so you could steal a picture.
But it was so creepy because they knew which ride vehicle you were on.
GPS,
like with your magic, it was a little bit creepy, magical, but a little bit creepy.
It's amazing. And the other thing I want to say, this was the first time. I mean, we've done what we call the magic shots, where the photographer tells you to make a pose or make a face.
We've
or
never
point
asked
something.
for them before, though.
We've never asked for them before. They would tell us.
Yes.
But this time, I think it was Mom especially said, everyone we see, ask if they have a magic shot. And then they would say either yes or no, and they do it.
And the thing is, all of the photographers who are freestanding, who don't have a tripod, do have a magic shot. It's the photographers who have tripods that do not have magic shots.
Although I will say there were a couple pictures where they missed the magic shot, like it was too zoomed in on us.
Oh yeah,
like Stitch was on the ground or something supposed to be, but we were so zoomed in you didn't see Stitch. Yeah, but
there were a lot of new people working when we went last time. Just
there were actually, I saw a lot of people in training. Like
we saw like 3 tour groups of brand new cast members when we were there,
and you see them with the little tag on their shirt,
earning my
ears, and several of the photographers were like that. Maybe they're getting ready for summer.
Yeah, probably.
So just a couple other things. I don't like handing my camera over to a stranger for fear of it being dropped.
You were traumatized one time, a long time ago.
My very first digital camera was dropped by a stranger. And so I don't really care for, and they might not focus right. And, they might not get it right, and then
you don't know how technologically advanced someone is.
Yeah, you lose the shot. You always, hold the button halfway down. You got to tell them.
Like, isn't every camera like that though? Every single camera.
Every automatic an automatic camera generally. So
you think it's like general knowledge? Someone knows how to use. I don't.
No, it isn't.
Apparently not.
You got 50-50 shot for them knowing, but. And the last thing I'm going to say about this, unless you have another thing, Lindsay, was on my list here. You're able to download the pictures to your computer within 30 days of arriving back.
Yes.
And which I did. And all set. I got all my pictures, and I'm starting to post those out onto the Facebook page. And here's the thing: I'm posting them out, little trickling here and there, so that you guys can see some of those.
And just one question, because I'm not sure about this. You can order prints.
I believe
correct?
So. Yep.
Yes.
And I think they have a whole.
You have the option to with
gamut of T-shirts and mugs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you can easily get them printed somewhere else. So. All
right, so that's our review of the Memory Maker. If you think about it, it was like $1 a picture. Yeah, it was. It turned out it was a great deal, and that's some. I feel like that sounds like it's a lot, but it's so even if you were to take 15 pictures, it's $10 a picture, and if you buy it before you get there, it's $50 cheaper. It's $200, I think, if you don't. Yes, wait. That's right. Right. So highly recommend the Memory Maker. All right, very cool. Now we're going to do another review, and Lindsay, I am really going to probably rely on you for this because you are my planning guru. I feel like I know what's coming up. What's the review of the FastPass Plus and Magic Bands? All right. Okay. I only put a couple bullets here, so I hope maybe you can just. I got you. Keep me going. I got you. Got my back here. Yeah. I'll put a couple things. I don't know. I mixed and matched this. The Magic Bands. Let me talk about that. I guess the easy entry into the room that worked perfectly. I think we didn't have any problems with that at all. And I've had a lot of problems at Disney World with that card swiping thing. Well, it wasn't swiping, it was the tapping when they first came in with the RFID chips on the cards. They didn't work. But now that they're in the bands, they're working really well. The one problem I had, which was a lack of knowledge on my part or a lack of communication on Mom's part, was the very first day when I went to buy my dinner at the Contempo Cafe, and I touched my Mickey head to the Mickey, like they always tell you, over and over again, the whole time. Then they asked me, okay, now enter your PIN number.
You're like, what?
Here I got a beer and a lobster roll, and I'm starving, and my chips. And what PIN number? I don't know what PIN. I hate that thing, the PIN number. I never remember my PIN number for anything that I ever.
I think we reset it like maybe 4 times while we were down there.
Well, yeah, and so I was like,
do you remember your PIN number now? Because I don't remember mine. We have to reset it when we go back.
Well, yeah, I do actually. It's very easy to remember now because what happened was, I went down and I gave them a number that I'm very familiar with. They set it to that. Went back upstairs, and they redid me, and I put my PIN number, and I was good to go. The very next day, I go back, the same PIN number I just used, and again, it's a number I always use, didn't work. Now, the woman, there was the same cashier, actually. Yeah. And there was actually a training guy with them when this happened. And so she was embarrassed, and she called to the front desk, and instead of me running back down there, it took several minutes before she got it. Luckily, there wasn't any lines, actually. Nobody was waiting.
Yeah. Was I with you this time?
I think so. I was. Were you that maybe? I don't know. Yeah,
because they reset mine, too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
And so they reset it to 2014.
Yeah, that's the one in that.
And I just took a shot the next day, and that number, I thought it was going to be temporary, actually.
No, it's stuck on mine, too.
So maybe I shouldn't give out that number.
But they need to have your magic band to be able to do that, though. So.
Right. But anyways,
so if you steal our magic bands, you got access.
Getting into the parks was relatively easy, except for Mom. Mom had trouble.
Yeah, every single time, and I think that was.
I would say it's weird because it was kind of.
It didn't have to do with
most of the time, not all the time.
It didn't have to do with her magic band. It had to do with her finger, because she wears moisturizer in the morning. She puts it on every morning, and she had moisturizer from her finger on. And actually, what she would do was lick her finger and then put it on the scanner. So that's gross, but it worked when she did that. So, and actually, the cast member told her to do that. She's like, just lick your finger and put it back on there.
There you go, everybody. The tip of the day: lick your finger.
If you can't get into the park, just lick your finger and stick it on the thing.
I had not heard that. That's hysterical.
Yeah, so imagine how many people are licking their fingers and sticking them onto the scanners.
Yeah, let's not.
Use some hand sanitizer once you get in the park, guys. It's good
advice.
We
do keep that with us.
Yes, all the time.
So what else do you use? The other thing, charging privileges. It was very convenient. I don't think we went over budget, but I thought it was like a $2,000.
We hit the wall like 4 times.
No, twice. We hit the 1,500 limit twice, which was within budget with 8 people. I was putting it all on there, and but it happened both times during dinner, and they had to come over and say, "I'm sorry, Mr. Stone, but you are over the limit, or you're with this purchase, you're going to go over the limit." Which one of those I think was the California Grill.
Yeah, it was.
It was a $600 bill, so it's not.
No, it was. We it worked for the California Grill, but that's why we went over at the prime time the next day.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's what it was.
The prime time had to make us eat our vegetables and pay our bill.
Yeah. No, it did go on the California Grill, and that's what actually bumped us over the next day.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I got.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Do you have anything else on the magic bands?
No, I really liked them. I thought it was going to give me a rash because of that weird plasticky material. Yeah. But it didn't, because I'm actually really sensitive to like that rubbing like on your wrist, and so people who
didn't even know you had them. I mean, you leave mine.
After a while, you forgot because they are big.
Yeah, very well built. They stay on good. All that jazz.
And they have that little bulky piece where the Mickey head is.
Yeah.
Where the actual chip is. It's a little bit bulky, but you get used to it. And I didn't have any problem with it falling off, which I was worried about. Right. Which was awesome.
Yep.
They're pretty.
Yep.
My yellow one actually stood up pretty well because considering that was the lightest color that they had.
Fun to get them in the mail.
It wasn't too dirty. Yeah, it was fun to get them in the mail.
All right. How about the Fast Pass Plus system? Why don't you start with that?
All right. So.
Because you did all of the pre-loading of the Fast Pass.
Okay. So what I first did was. I think I've talked about this before about actually planning them the first time, which we're actually going to do for our next trip in like 2 days.
Okay.
It's actually going onto the My Disney Experience website and choosing your fast passes. The first time where I hit kind of a wall was where you have to select your fast passes. Of course, we know that you have to select them all in one park. But it forces you to choose 3 fast passes in that park, even if you don't want 3 fast passes.
Okay. Yep.
So there's that. So you have to know that you're going to end up with, say you want to do Splash Mountain and Big Thunder, but you don't want to do anything else. You're going to end up with a Tea Party, whatever.
Yeah.
on the side.
Okay.
And once you do that, it's not going to let you select the times for these attractions on when you first initially book them.
Okay.
So you can say, okay, I want Splash Mountain, Haunted Mansion, and Big Thunder. I got all of those on my first try, but they would be booked for like 7 o'clock at night, 12 in the afternoon, and like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, okay, I don't want these times.
Yeah, you're trying to plan your day.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want these rides, so I have a fast pass booked, but if they're not for the right times. So once I have actually booked and I know that I have those rides, I have to go back and edit each one individually to get the times that I want.
Oh, okay.
And then you have to make sure that the times don't
Awkward.
overlap the ones that you booked before. So it's an awkward and it's a slow process.
Okay.
But eventually you'll get the fast passes that you want if you book them ahead of time.
Yep.
So I'm saying like 60 days out.
I mean, for me, I like to keep. I want to have a plan, but I don't want it to be really strict. Do you think that
it's not really possible with this system?
Yeah.
It's really not.
And it's difficult to change. Let's talk about when you're there.
I'm
and you
getting
want
there.
to change.
I'm getting there.
Am I too far ahead?
I was just about to go on to that part.
Okay.
So let's say you booked your fast passes. You went through that whole process of choosing each day. You chose one park where you were going to be, where you wanted your fast passes to be, and you get to the park. And let's say you do. I don't know, like let's say that you're at the Magic Kingdom and you do one of your rides and then you want to change one of them for a little bit later than you would, or like then a little bit earlier than you initially had it. You won't be able to do that. There are no fast passes available earlier on the same day.
Yep.
Don't forget it. You're not going to be able to get fast passes.
Was kind of booked, right?
Everything is booked solid.
Well, we had the issue where we're talking about things what went well, what didn't go so well, but we actually got a fast pass because we had a problem getting our tickets at the ticket window at Magic Kingdom. We ended up getting a fast pass for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train early. So we could use it anytime we wanted because it was a ticket. They gave us a little
actually what it was a paper fast pass for any attraction in the park.
Right. So
we chose Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Right, because hey, that was one of the big must-dos for us because we haven't been on it. It was actually the third day that it had been opened, officially. And so we went right over there, did that, and that's all cool. And we had a fast pass for later in the afternoon, which we ended up bypassing.
Well, what I wanted to do was I wanted to switch it to something else.
Right.
But the My Disney Experience app, as I was searching, it booked another one for me and totally lost my Mine Train fast pass.
Right.
So, and it wouldn't let me. It didn't give me a confirmation page. I thought it was going to ask me a confirmation page.
So we lost and
I totally lost it.
Our afternoon one. That was a tragedy.
So that made me really upset.
And we never got a chance to ride that a second time.
No.
Let's save that thought because that was part of what didn't go so well. And anything else with the Fast Pass Plus?
We had a problem where 3 of us went to Hollywood Studios in the morning one day. This is just a scenario so you can understand what I'm trying to get at.
Yes.
But 3 of us went to Hollywood Studios in the morning. We used 3 fast passes at Hollywood Studios in the morning. And then we had two other people from our party meet us at Hollywood Studios, and they rode the third one with us. So it was our third fast pass, their first fast pass, but they missed their 2 that were earlier in that morning.
Yeah.
So technically, they had done 3 fast passes, even though they only rode 2 of them. Only rode 1 of them.
Okay.
But they couldn't go back and get that fast pass back, right?
Yeah.
So technically, they were done with their fast passes. So we go to Epcot afterwards, and we're like, okay, we used 3 fast passes, so we can get another one, and we wanted to get one for Maelstrom because we didn't have anything at Epcot that day. So I went to the queue because you can't do this online. You can't book your third one online,
right.
Which I knew.
Yep.
And I was fine with that, and there was no one there. So I go up to the kiosk, and a cast member's there helping people with it, which it's like, why do you need to help me? This is made for this is made for the regular guest to use. And she's typing it in, and we get the 3 people who were there in the morning get fast passes for Maelstrom, no problem, but it will not book a fast pass for the 2 people who came and did 1 fast pass with us earlier, even though their fast pass other ones have already expired. Or the people who missed all the fast passes.
That's why it was taking you so long over there.
Yeah, it was a disaster. So even though their fast passes had expired, it wouldn't let them get new ones.
Okay.
So, and they said, the cast member was like, "I'm sorry, like I can't do anything about it right here. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. We've had a ton of people do this." And she's like, "You can go to guest services and try to get it fixed." So I was exasperated, and I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna go to guest services and they'll fix it." So I went and I waited in a 20-minute line, and the cast member did a lot of fuddling around on her computer, and she did it no problem, and I got fast passes for everyone.
Right.
But it was a long process. I don't know why Disney doesn't let you book.
Those might be one. That's a pretty technical kind of thing. But
if your fast pass expires,
they could fix that.
Do you know what I mean? Like if your fast pass expires, it should be counted as used, not as just expired.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So that was a pain. That was the only other experience I had with fast passes that bothered me.
Well, I knew you felt bad because you wanted our people who missed stuff to be able to ride those attractions because you had set up those attractions for them to see.
Yeah, and I actually had to cancel my Jungle Cruise fast pass so they could go on Big Thunder. Yeah. And they didn't even meet us to go on Big Thunder.
Yeah.
Which frustrated me.
And we're going to talk a little bit about that and the things that, were tough on the trip with the big crowd. I noticed the kiosks for people maybe that, don't stay at a Disney hotel or people who are just showing up for the day. Those lines were long.
Yes.
Pretty much. I mean, the one you were just talking about at Epcot wasn't bad.
I was the only person there, and that was because it was in the late afternoon, so there was nothing left.
Okay.
Like, there was, maybe a figment left.
But, I mean, I remember seeing, what is this line? That's, because we haven't been there since they put up those kiosks.
Yeah.
What's this line that people are standing in? Then you realize it's the Fast Pass kiosk line. So
you wait somewhere else if you're not going to wait in the line.
Anything else?
No, I mean, overall, when the Fast Pass worked, which was, I have to say, it was the majority of the time when we planned it out, when we planned to be there and everyone was with us, it was flawless. Right. We had absolutely no problems getting in line.
No running to get a Fast Pass.
No, it was nice when it did
They did make
work.
a change. I know they had the tier system at Epcot, especially. Didn't they just make a change to that, I think, so that you can get I know that you couldn't get
it was the tier was
Soarin'.
You could only choose one of either Soarin', Test Track, Maelstrom, or Illuminations.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't hear about this.
I think they made a change where they widened that a little bit.
That'd be nice.
So I'm sure they will, we'll see the difference when we go in September. Although we'll have a smaller party.
But overall it was okay. It was not bad. It was okay.
All right. Now a couple little miscellaneous things I wanted to talk about.
Miscellaneous.
All right. Good catch. Before we get into what didn't go well, what went well from the last trip. Stuff we bought.
Ooh.
Lindsay's a shopper. What did you buy at Disney World?
Oh, geez. What did I buy? I don't even remember.
One of my favorite things is coffee mugs.
Yes.
And I think we did exceptionally well this year. Last time I went, I was not happy with my purchase. I almost want to.
What did you buy last time? Because I had also.
I have a very dark one. It's a big coffee mug.
Oh yeah, the one with the Sorcerer Mickey on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dark. I don't really like dark mugs. I don't know. And I always stress on which one I'm going to get because it means so much to me. I love my coffee, love my mornings, I love my Disney World, and I love to have those every day to remind me. But it was kind of funny how I was looking at those mugs that represent the parks, like the Epcot ball is half a ball. That's a coffee mug, and the Tree of Life from Animal Kingdom, and the castle one is really cool. I was looking at them and saying, man, maybe I'll get one of those. And we were over at Mouse Gears, and Mom had them all in her basket. All three of them. Easy. I was like, okay, now I can pick something else. And I ended up getting the I had a Polynesian mug from years ago, where beautiful white one with painted just nice
little red hibiscus flowers on it.
Yeah, and had the Polynesian, and the paint had worn off. But the one I got there, the green one with the cute Mickey and Minnie on the beach.
And I actually got the travel mug of that one.
Yeah, I love that one.
Super cute.
The blue one, the
monorail one,
light blue with the monorail, and I like that too. So I'm really pleased with that.
I was happy because I got another towel, because I had the Mine, Mine, Mine towel from last trip, but I got a Disney's Animal Kingdom one with Donald and Goofy on it.
All right.
Which made me really happy. And then I got all my incense and stuff, which I'm not allowed to burn because it makes Mom sick. but I still love it. So I use it. I sneak it in every once in a while. But I bought over 100 sticks of incense and a new carry, and this is all from the China Pavilion.
Yeah, you like going into the Epcot stores, right?
Yes.
One of these days, the thing I want to get is one of the Happy Kitties that are the solar,
what do
where they wave.
Yeah.
Either China
Lucky
or
Cats.
Lucky Cat. Either China or Japan. I never.
They have them in China, but the Japanese ones are nicer.
One of these days, I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to put that at my
Lucky
desk
Cat.
at work. Yeah.
Japan
they look
has
very
them.
happy. They're waving.
Yeah.
I got a French press, which I have for coffee making.
Yeah.
Which, it only makes a very small cup of coffee, but it does make it good. And I like to grind my beans and do that. So it's got Mickey Mouse on it. You can find them. And I think I picked mine up at the candy store.
It was the candy store on Main Street.
And that was inspired by the Resort Loop podcast also that we mentioned. They did the coffee vendor that's very prevalent out through... now the name escapes me.
I know exactly what you're talking about too, and I can't think
of the name of the coffee there. They're very good coffee. And so anyways, I did that.
I did some shopping for a friend of mine, Judy, who was actually on the show. I went looking for Vera Bradley bags for her, the Vera Bradley Mickey line, and I love them so much. I needed to pick up some for myself, but they have a 2 bag per person limit, and I bought both of them for Judy. So
oh really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go next time I go. I'm gonna get some for myself, and I'll probably cheat and get some for Judy too.
Now, were those difficult to find, and they're only sold in certain places?
The only place I saw them was at Mouse Gears.
Oh, okay.
And there was a crowd of people by them, like a huge crowd.
Mouse Gears, for those who don't know, they're the big store in Epcot.
Yes. And I loved them so much. I really can't wait to get one of my own. They're well made, like all the Vera Bradleys are, and such cute colors. They had 2 colors available down there, and I think there will be 3 in this fall coming up.
We avoided downtown Disney. Now, that's a place you can go for shopping.
Yes.
I was thinking
which is where all the Vera Bradleys will be kept mostly.
I was thinking that. And the construction, my mom doesn't like going down there anyway. So if I go, I'm usually going with either Ben or you or somebody like that. And
yeah.
She won't even go down there. So it's like I got to make a special trip. And it's usually at night and I'm tired anyway. But I have done that. But this time we didn't. We avoided it.
It's a disaster right now.
Yeah,
you don't want to go down there.
I bypassed that. I am a huge T-shirt fan.
Yes.
Whenever we go on vacation, like at the beach, I love T-shirts. Like I don't know why. I always have.
I like T-shirts too.
Whenever we get them for volunteer stuff I'm doing. I'm a big T-shirt fan, and I never bought a T-shirt I can think of at Disney World.
Really?
I can't think of one that I bought down there until this trip, and I'm so glad. Now, here's the thing. I mentioned this when you see something that you want. Now, there's some items that you'll see over and over again at your resort or in the parks. But this particular T-shirt, we walked past on our way to the French lunch that we were having for Renata, and it was at the Canadian Pavilion. And I see this shirt that represents every country in World Showcase. Not only every country, but the drink and a meal or a food item from that country.
It was a good shirt.
I'm like, yeah, that's got me all over it. That is so me. And if you look at some of the pictures I've posted, especially the Harambe Nights where I'm getting my face painted, I'm wearing that T-shirt.
Oh, yeah?
I wore it the very next day, I think, that I bought it. And,
yeah.
Well, thank you to Lindsay, because I think we broke up after that meal to go, we had 8 of us.
And we hit the limit on that meal, too. That's why you didn't want to use your
band. I was like, I can't use my Magic Band, and I don't have any cash on me. And Lindsay had some cash on her, so she bought it for me. I did pay you back.
Yes, you did.
And but it was one of those things. I was so like, if I walk past this, it was one of the things we said, well, we'll get it on our way back,
which is like a death sentence.
That almost didn't happen. But I'm really appreciating that T-shirt, and thank you, Lindsay, for being a part of that.
Got you.
Got my back again. Anything else from stuff we bought?
No. I mean, I got lots of little doodads here and there. Like I got a little luggage tag with the mines on it because I can't resist them.
That's cool.
And yeah, and I got like a little magic towel, which I like.
All right.
Those little magic face towels.
But, the pictures for me are a big thing that we obviously talked about. Couple things. Lindsay and I are big animal fans, so we especially pay attention to critters in the parks. And one of my favorite that I've ever seen, and I took several pictures and posted it, I think, on the Facebook page, were the service dogs we saw in Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, the ones that were all dressed up.
Mom had to go to the bathroom. We were in, it was like before noon. We were in the Fantasyland, and we were heading away from the bathrooms over at Peter Pan or something. But she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So she kind of double tracked, and I'm like, I really can't stand still. I am so bad.
I know you disappear on us.
A little bit ADD. I just can't stand there twiddling my thumbs. So I started following her. And after she had already been over to the bathroom, and I see Lady Tremaine and the sisters, so stepsisters, and they were doing their act. And so I was watching them a little bit, and then I see these five service dogs, all dressed up with the little hats, little Mickey hats, little tiny Mickey hats, and footies, like little footies on their paws.
Yeah, for the concrete.
And they were service dogs because they had like the jacket over their so cute, adorable. I know, I saw those pictures. One of the ones I took a picture of, he looked like a caricature, like a cartoon. You'd have to look at the picture to understand what I'm saying, but I felt, I was a little embarrassed. I felt a little embarrassed because I kept snapping shots. It took like
they're so cute.
10 shots. They were so cute.
You love the doggies.
I love the dogs. I saw some other service dogs.
I saw one at Pirates. That was it was like a big long-haired black dog.
Like a black lab. We have a black lab.
Yeah, but he was like a fuzzy one, a fluffy one.
Okay, I saw one when we were waiting over. I think it might have been when we were checking out at the Contemporary. There was one there, a young lady in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, I
with a
remember
service
that one.
Dog. Just beautiful. They are so calm and so.
And he was so
wonderful.
chill.
So chill. They're helping their person with things, grabbing things and like that. So, love that. Seemed like, I know Harry and the kids, they were going to kick out all the little geckos, especially when you're walking the path between Magic Kingdom.
They love that little path between the Contemporary and the Magic Kingdom. They sit and they sun themselves on that path.
Yeah, and I swear I saw a bird pick one up and eat it.
I probably have.
The other thing, I put a little note here, the birds over at the Land Pavilion. Sunshine,
yeah.
Is that called Sunshine Seasons?
Yeah. When you're sitting at the Sunshine Seasons, there's those little itty bitty little brown birds, the little tweets. Yeah. That they have the best deal in the whole park. It's nice and air conditioned in there, and they can pick up all the little scraps that get dropped at the Sunshine Seasons.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They're so sweet. And then my last one was the bunnies between England and France. There's like a little area of grass that's over there, and the bunnies love that area, and they're so cute.
They're so used to people.
I know.
They do not move.
They're little baby.
But you'll always see
too.
them there, like where the fish and chips area.
Yeah, they're always hanging out around there.
They're always there.
So if you like bunnies, go see the bunnies.
Little bunnies are cute.
England and France.
All right, that's my critters segment for today, because I love.
And of course, there's the ducks, which everyone knows.
The ducks and the Mexican birds that we feed, which we probably shouldn't.
You're not supposed to, but it's okay.
All right, Lindsay, we've got some time here left. We're probably gonna go through this fast, but what didn't go so well? And I have written down some things.
Go through it, because I probably agree with you every time.
All right, well. First one, time just flies so fast at Disney World. Man, it just goes so fast. I hate that.
I know.
Well, Ben and Renata were sick. Yeah, it's really annoying when either you're sick or someone in the party is sick, because all that time in planning and anticipation and just having fun, I just feel rotten for them that they're not feeling well. But Ben especially, I know he was just a real trooper, and he's even said he still thinks that was one of his best trips ever.
Oh wow, well that's good. It's good considering how much he was running back to the room.
And Mom and I caught that same illness from Ben after we had come home, and believe me, it wasn't fun.
No.
The thing that really bothered me the most, and is that when we go in a large group, especially with, I don't know, you say with other with adult people, but everybody wants to do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we had planned things, and you hear some whining. Like, I don't want to do that, or I want to go here. And I know Mom was really wanting people to stick with us, especially through noon. Everyone did all the dinners together, which is great.
Yes.
And I think she took it pretty well. I mean, that was one of her things. She wanted to make sure we kind of stuck together because it was kind of a family trip, and we wanted to do. Yeah. In the end, again, it's one of those things where you forget the whining part.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like I know when your kids were little, you did the whining. Like, I don't want to go to Epcot or like that.
No, we didn't have anything like that. It was more activity oriented sort of thing.
And I think you might have got annoyed when there were things that you had planned, and right?
Oh my gosh!
And someone didn't want to.
Like, no, I
scheduled plan.
this 3 months ago. We're doing this. You
Right.
had time to file a complaint 2 months ago,
Right.
and you didn't. So.
But hey, that's family, and you deal with it and move on. You have anything else?
No, that was pretty much it. That's
just what you got to deal with when you have a large group. And here's the thing too. A big tip for Disney World: if you're spending a lot of money, you're going for the first time, your kids are small. It's a tiring. You expect them to love everything, and then you find out they're afraid of Mickey Mouse. It's like, are you kidding me? All this money,
no.
or their favorite thing of the whole trip was the pool.
yeah.
Hundreds, thousands of dollars at the parks, and they were in the pool the whole time.
Yeah.
But that's you gotta get that frame of mind, like these things are going to happen, and you will forget about them. Mm-hmm. We had a long wait at the window for that Tables in Wonderland card the first day at Magic Kingdom. I think that's what it was, right?
It was we did initially. The reason we were there was because we needed to activate our annual passes. That's the reason why we were waiting in the window. But you could also do Tables in Wonderland there, so we decided to do both of them at the same time.
I think we had 3 pieces of business to handle, but anyways, we got stuck in that.
It was probably 25 minutes.
Yeah,
and it was in the sun too, which was
it was hot, and everyone. It was the first day. Everyone else was waiting for you, me, and Mom, and they were sitting there. They had gotten through, waiting right in front of the gate there.
Yeah. And eventually, I think when we got to the window, you were like, just go into the park and go sit on the bench.
Right. No, the good thing was that's how we got those fast passes for the mine train.
Yeah. So and actually, considering how long we waited, which was like 25 minutes,
they didn't have to do that.
It was nothing compared to what we would have had to wait for something else. So It was nice. Now, and we had to do it too. It's like we didn't have a choice to wait or not.
The other thing that I put down didn't go so well was we did a rope drop for Magic Kingdom one morning, which is great.
Yeah.
And it was rope drop, but it wasn't a magic.
It was an extra magic hour rope drop.
It was.
Yes, it was.
But it was really crowded.
It was.
That day. And I'm like, we were pretty early. We weren't like late at all.
We were like 20 minutes before park opening. We were there. Like at the park, We were there.
And I'm like, I don't even know if everyone's going to rush that mine train, I'm thinking, and we're not going to get on that thing. And so we're walking through the castle, and there are cast members there telling us the mine train is not working. So you go to Plan B. So I'm like,
which is Peter Pan in our case.
Let's do Peter Pan. We'll just walk on to that because that's the strategy, right? You go straight to the what do you call world? Fantasyland. you go to Fantasyland, and we like to do that before all the kids arrive.
Yeah, before it becomes a screaming, crying
craziness.
Land of sadness.
Peter Pan, especially one of Mom's very favorite rides, and we get right up to where we're about to get on, and Peter Pan breaks down.
Yeah, of course, right?
And then I don't know if we talked about this already, but she was fuming when they thought that they were going to hand her a fast pass.
Well, because everyone in front of us, like literally everyone except for the people in front of us, because we were on that stretch that went right onto the ride. Like we were just about to get onto that little walkway, and they cut off just before us, giving everyone in front of us fast passes. So
she thought she was going to get one, and she didn't.
Yeah, and I think all of us were a little bit pissed.
But she ended up, she was fuming while going through the...
Fuming is the wrong word. She was like combusting.
She was steaming on what's the Small World. How can you be mad at Small World?
She was so
As soon as she got off there,
pissed.
She went over there and demanded her fast passes and ended up getting them. So that was good. So let's talk. We missed some rides, Lindsay. We missed Buzz Lightyear.
And a lot of these are weird ones that we missed. Like, how could we miss that? But
I know.
But Buzz Lightyear was one of them.
We missed the Jungle Cruise.
Which I'm not happy about because I had plans to go on that. I had a fast pass for it, and I canceled it because I wanted to do Big Thunder with everyone else, and they didn't show up to do Big Thunder when I rescheduled it. So I'm angry about that one.
Mom missed the Tiki Room, which I'm surprised.
We did, but you and I did because we waited for the 4:00 parade, so we actually got Tiki
We were there
Room.
alone one particular day.
Yes.
We missed Pooh. We missed the Storybook Circus.
I know.
All in Magic Kingdom. Ellen and Captain EO over at Epcot we missed.
Yes, which I love. I always do Ellen by myself, actually, because you guys are always wandering off by yourself, but I never miss Ellen.
I would have liked to do those. The stunt show over at Hollywood Studios is a favorite of yours, and we missed that.
And actually Harry wanted to see that one too, and he didn't get to.
I wanted to do the Cali River Rapids really bad this time, especially with the big crowd and the teenagers or 20-year-olds. And Lindsay could care less because she is traumatized from that ride.
I did not plan it in my schedule, and that was the way I liked it.
I knew I'd have to run off and do it on my own.
But he didn't get the time.
It didn't happen. I want to tell this little story. We'll close off this what didn't go so well. Because there's a lesson learned here, Lindsay.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember this, but we were in the room really thirsty. You're not doing those drink fountains anymore.
Yeah.
We've bought sodas and stuff and had them in the room, but I needed some ice. So I said, well, I'll just go out and get some ice, right? And we were on the 12th floor, something like that, whatever.
14th floor.
14th floor. Well, I go out and there's no ice on this floor. Now they have at Bay Lake Tower, they have like these. You gotta go kind of in the middle. So we were on the very end, but we had to go towards the middle where the garbage is thrown out, and there's vending machines. Sometimes I don't know if every floor has it, but there's not an ice machine on every floor. Now, if I was here's the lesson learned. If I was smart, I would have looked at the paperwork they had given us because it tells you exactly what floor the ice is on.
Very nice.
Right, so I go down. I don't know, it was a couple floors. And I can't remember which floor it was.
You were gone for a long time.
I was on the ice adventure with my ice bucket, tired, in search of ice. And I see on the door, ice and vending. I was like, hooray, I have come to
oh, no.
the oasis. And then the ice machine was broken. Now, I still don't know what floor the ice machine's on, and they are all over the place. I start riding the elevator.
One floor at a time.
One floor at a time. And I go like 2 floors, and I still haven't found it. So, like, I'm randomly going to pick a floor now. I'm going to go to, like, the 4th floor, which is below the Sky Bridge.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one I found it on, and it was there.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm walking the stairs. I'm riding the elevators, and I finally find my ice. Lesson learned.
Look at the literature they give you about the hotel. Especially in a huge hotel like the Bay Lake.
Or can you put an ice machine on every floor, guys?
Please, it's not that. I'm sure it's not that much.
Although you can make ice. Well, we hadn't made any ice in our refrigerator.
No, you can make ice in the
You can,
rooms.
but this was like one of the early.
Yeah.
We hadn't made it yet.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. We're joking about it because things did go quite well. So what did go well? We talked about this in deep. We went over this quite extensively. The meals were awesome.
Yes, were very good.
And the waiters, food staff. Awesome. Listen to the last episode.
Yes.
How about the water we shipped to the hotel?
It was good once it got there.
Yeah.
The problem was that the Contemporary has the business center, which is not open on the weekend. You have to wait. We had to wait till Monday to get our water, and even then, it was a fiasco.
Okay, so there's a few tips there, but we shipped 3 cases of water, and we went through them.
Yes, we did, and that was that was minus 2 days that we expected to have.
That's right. So you maybe need 4. We probably could
need 4.
Use 4 cases.
We could probably use 3 on like the one that we're going on next time.
It worked out well. We bought sodas, and put it in the refrigerator. It worked out good.
From the little Contemporary store.
I did 3 nighttime events.
Yes, you did. I'm very proud of you.
It was cool. I'm so glad I was able to do that and stay up. But the big one was Harambe Nights.
Yes.
So Lindsay and I, alone, went over to Harambe Nights. And what did you think of Harambe Nights?
It was beautiful.
Wasn't it great?
It was so wonderful.
It was the first time they did it.
I love the Lion King. Yeah, it was the first time they actually did.
Let's walk through. I mean, you come in. So it was. I want to say. We got over there like 6-ish.
It started around 30-ish. I would say like around 7 is
We
when
got there
it
in
started.
good time. The park was sort of still open, and people were
Leaving.
slowly leaving. But I liked how they had cast members out front, kind of face painted or ears or something, like animal ears. They were very excited and enthusiastic about this.
It was really nice.
The cast members were definitely into it and directing you towards the theater part. Well, that's like the Africa section.
They were directing you towards Harambe Village.
Right. Thank you, Lindsay. Why not? That's where Harambe Nights would be, right?
and that's the whole new area where the Lion King is.
You could quickly. It was reminded me. I've done for conferences where they'll open the park just for the conference at night, and just the people from the conference go, and they have food kiosks and drink, all you can drink and eat.
It was yummy.
And so I quickly got a beer, and
you had like 3.
They had some I forget the beers they had, but they had some African beers.
Yeah, they were all like the African beers.
I had 3.
Yeah, you did. Before we even got in the theater.
Before we got into the theater. Thank you, dear.
So I think you enjoyed the show.
I want to get my money's worth.
Well, yeah, like I couldn't drink, so I mean, you go ahead.
It was $119. That was fun getting our face painting.
That was a lot of fun. We got a really cute picture of our face paintings.
When I forgot that I had my face painted, so I had sweat and itch, so I rubbed my face, and as soon as I did it, I realized it just messed up my face paint.
Yeah.
And they had to
literally wiped it right off, too.
She laughed. Yeah.
You were so sweaty, it wiped it right off.
Luckily, we were quickly to get back into you wanted to get into the theater, but I had to get my face repainted, retouched up.
We were actually, I wanted to get in the theater like right when we got there,
because you were very interested in the show.
I know, I wanted to get to the theater right when we got there, and I was like, Dad, we're not going to get a seat. And you're like, we're going to get a seat. Well, we did get a seat. We were like the second to last row in the back.
Well, they had all those PhotoPass people out taking pictures, so we went over. I had to go to the bathroom before we got in there.
Yeah,
I knew, and then we had our pictures taken, which is great. We have some great pictures of you and I.
Yes.
With our face painted. And we are not mean people. We will not bite you, but I want to post one of these pictures where we were growling. So
yeah,
we're just putting on an act. We're really nice. Please, Yeah. And what'd you think of the show?
It was a beautiful show. Like, despite that we were in the Oshkosh of the theater, it was a wonderful show. You could see everything really well.
Yeah.
The dancers were amazing.
The singing
was beautiful. The live choir.
The mix with the video of the movie, The Lion King.
Yeah. The narrator, the actual narrator was really good. I didn't really care for the guest narrator.
Okay.
I feel like they weren't as well.
Like an hour.
They weren't as well rehearsed as they could have been if they just had regular actors doing it.
It was an hour,
You know
but
what I mean?
I love this that they're doing stuff like this. Nighttime at Animal Kingdom, something extra, something new that especially for people like us that have been to Disney World so many times.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, great. Keep on doing stuff like this.
And then afterwards, they had the actual party in the streets at night
with those tall guys on stilts.
They had the stilt walkers. They had the parade floats from the old Animal Kingdom parade, which was beautiful. They had them like lighted with all those purpley lights and everything.
The food was awesome.
The food was really, really good. The desserts were amazing. And I know you and I both grabbed a Mickey bar out of the
all the Mickey bars you could eat.
Yeah, all the Mickey bars you could eat, which was funny. We were laughing as we were eating.
They had that
Mickey
bread.
Bars, free Mickey bars.
One thing we loved about
naan.
From Sana, we really liked the bread and the dips. They had that.
Yeah.
So good. I think it was a lot of the chefs from the Animal Kingdom Lodge did that. I think they had fun with it. I felt
like I ate a lot more than you did, though, because I feel like I was eating and eating and eating, and you were like...
Yeah, I didn't want to, sometimes I just don't want to stuff myself.
I know, but I was like, we paid this money for these tickets. I'm going to eat. I was nauseous, too, but I was like, I'm gonna stuff this stuff in my
Did a little bit of dancing with that good band there.
Yeah, the band was really good.
And they were
really
doing, crowd dancing.
Yeah, they had the actual dancers from the show come out, and they were dancing with the crowd, and they were teaching the girls how to dance and all the guys how to dance.
Yeah, there's some people just getting people going and having fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome time. I highly recommend that. I think they're doing that throughout the summer, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Bay Lake Tower room? And
we talked about this, right? It was
it's great. And the thing I put down was the room switch. I put that as what went well because we kind of poo-pooed it at first. We're like, why are we switching rooms?
It ended up being really nice.
We ended up getting the view we had was just awesome.
Yeah.
We went from the middle of the Bay Lake to the far end, and that was awesome to be able to see the entire Walt Disney World from that room, 14th floor.
Oh yeah.
Best view I ever had.
Same here.
Probably the best room I ever had at
Really?
Disney World. Yeah. What tops that?
Nice.
Unless you like the Polynesian, just because it's the
I
Polynesian.
didn't like my bed. Let me just say that.
Right.
I wasn't content with my lodging, my personal.
So I think, it was crowded, and it's always crowded at Disney World. I think we did an awesome job avoiding crowds and working the parks.
We did, and that has a lot to do with It has a lot to do with and against the fast pass system, because when the fast passes worked, it was phenomenal, but when you had to wait in a standby line, it was miserable, because some of the rides that used to need fast pass or used to not ever have fast passes now have them, and it makes the line even longer.
It pays to do your homework and just work them right
and know what you want to do and when. And so I know that I learned that for when we schedule our next trip, when we actually, I'm doing that. Like I said, I'm doing the fast passes for our next one in the next couple of days. I know what to do and what I need fast passes for. So
it's good to have experience. The t-shirts that we pre-bought to represent our anniversary trip were awesome, and I didn't know it was going to happen there. Harry and Caitlin designed them, and they took care of that, and it wasn't that expensive, like $120 or something.
Wow.
And we had all 8 t-shirts, and I didn't think it was going to happen because we didn't get them till like Saturday before we left, but that was cute and fun.
I'm glad. Very nice.
And good for pictures and like that. Unfortunately, we weren't picked as the family of the day at any of the parks.
No, we didn't get there early enough.
That was my hope, but that didn't happen. I love my new camera, and like I was saying, you got to be ready to. I
thought it was great too.
The automatic, it's a beautiful camera where the lens comes off. I can put extra. It's a Sony, and I could it takes great automatic shots. So I think you got to have a really good automatic picture camera to snap shots off. The anniversary and birthday celebrations.
Yeah, I think, where did we get? Oh, at the Ohana they celebrated your anniversary.
Yep.
And then at Chef de France they celebrated birthdays.
Yeah, and then you have the little pins on.
Yeah,
and everywhere you go.
Caitlin was getting a laugh out of that.
She loved that. She had her birthday pin, and Renata had her birthday pin, and Mom and I had our anniversary pins. Everywhere you go, happy anniversary.
I feel like Mom didn't hear any of the happy anniversaries, and I would tell her, "Hey, they just said happy anniversary to you, Mom, over here." She can't hear very well.
So I'm just. Do you have any? I don't know if you have anything else on that. Extra magic hours
are so valuable.
I just noticed it huge this time.
Yeah, especially at Animal Kingdom that one day.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, actually, I think Ben and Sheila and I talked about that. Like, we did almost all the big attractions before anyone got there.
We did all the big attractions before they got there.
Huge at Magic Kingdom too, I think. Even though that part's the crowd is.
It kind of it didn't work well for us this time just because they had technical difficulties.
Yeah,
but in other cases it would have.
But you talked about your planning. How use the extra magic hours.
They're so
in part of your planning, and you definitely cut down on the crowds.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so that's awesome. All right, Lindsay. Well, we went well over an hour, but we hadn't had a chance to get together for a while, and so I'm okay with that.
It's okay. We covered a lot of material.
We really did, and I hope you guys, this is a 2 commute trip podcast for you. We appreciate you so much, and continue to engage with us on all the social media, the Twitter, and especially our Facebook page and all that. And I think I'm ready to head out for now.
Yeah, it was great.
And Lindsay and I are getting ready to go on a trip, actually on a work camp trip in 1 week, but I hope we can put together a couple podcasts so we can release them while we're away. We'll try to do that this week, and we've had so much fun today telling you about our last trip, and we will see you guys real soon. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye. intro at the beginning.
You read it?
No, I just heard you. Go ahead.
If you're able to repel the gravitational pull of Spaceship Earth at Rope Drop in Epcot, you might be a Disney World geek, and you're ready for episode 19 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. You like that one? What are you looking at?
Repel? You get pulled into, you mean? Repel is to push away.
If you're able to avoid.
No, you want to be pulled into it if you're a geek.
No, I'm saying you're trying to avoid that.
That doesn't make sense.
If you can avoid the gravitational pull of spaceship, that's what I want to say. I'll do it again.
Okay. Now I get it. I get it. I got you. I need to explain that one.